Cowfisher22 here, and welcome to another World Showcase that I have built. I've been a little bit busy over the past couple of days, so what you see here is that I have this really neat texture pack. So right now, this is like an acacia village, almost. Now this is not the first thing that I've built here, because this acacia village is uh, like fairly new. You got a couple of platforms to fish off of. Uh, you got a couple of farms of chickens, some platforms so that people could build their houses, and once you go over here, uh, there's another section of the village that I've connected through paths. Now, these two paths will lead to the same area, but in a different way. So right here is like this normally spawned in village that has like an incomplete wall, because like, yeah, I honestly don't know why I extended this wall. So this pathway goes all the way over to the main gate, like the castle almost. I'm trying to work on some cool trees here. So you got some sheep, you got a pumpkin farm, and then you got the main, uh, main fortress almost. Not really fortress, more or less like a city. So as you enter here, you got these cool little towers with a walkway. Now this is supposed to be like the main fort of the build. I haven't really decided to do anything with it, since my main goal is to like exteriors. Here is like one of the townhouse. What I think that this would be is like a shop on the bottom and a living area on the top of sorts. And once we exit that, we go to this house. Now, this house, you enter through this walkway, which leads to another part of the map. And once you walk up here, you have this like little seating arrangement, sort of like a tavern almost. And up here is the bedding. So now, once we exit out of here, we go to the blacksmith, which is kind of inspired by the normal blacksmith, but a little bit better. Now you see, I've added in furnaces with a campfire underneath to look like that they're actually working. So I think that's a pretty cool idea. So now you got this like pretend oil for like bladesmithing. You got a grindstone. You got a couple of anvils. And you got the shopkeeper's place. Now right back here is you got the butcher, and they have cooked chicken 2 for 10 diamonds, which I think is a pretty ripping off deal. So you got a couple of meat hanging on racks or nether rack. You got a couple of horses. Ignore that. You got a couple of pigs, some cows, and here is the church. Now, before I built the church, this was all like predate 1.15, so the lectern wasn't there. With the church, you can actually take a seat, and watch the priest preach. Now, there is like one more section map that I built, which was the first map. Then you have this like outside slum city area extending off of here. Now, these two pathways, this pathway leads to the Acacia biome village, but this pathway leads to, I believe, nowhere? Nope. Let me find it. Ah, right. So, this pathway leads you to a circular motion around this plot of land, in which this pathway leads to the almighty sand village, which took me a couple of months to build, with like all the decorating, the windmill, all the sugarcane planting, the actual live village. So yeah, this started out like right over here as like the main keep almost, and the tower here is like the guard tower with like the small little like a courtyard, there we go, with a decorated pathway which leads into the smaller houses, which leads to here. This pathway has like 2 entrances, or like 2 gates, so that no mobs wouldn't go in here. This is sort of like a decorated pathway that I've made. And this building, like this section, like over here, I'd like to think of it as the merchant section. And right here is like the fishing lodge, which leads down on a pathway to the dockyard. Now, here is like another guard tower with like the villagers farming. I believe that here is like the high density, high rich area. Oh hey look, the golems here. That's their security. Oh, don't you dare leave, boy. Don't you leave. And yeet. So this is sort of like the city slums of the desert. And I've created this like little moat that goes all the way over to the ocean. And once we go past the city slums, you have the super rich area with their big houses and big mansions. And now you have a wall extending from here all the way to the ocean with 2 guard towers. And this is sort of like an entrance gate for the shipyard. And this is like the lighthouse for the entrance. So, I honestly think this is a pretty cool base. This took me well over a couple of months, as most of my projects do. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, my name's KyleFisher22. If you like to see more of these videos, please leave a like. If you have any suggestions, like for any future videos, then please comment down below. I would really love to see your, what your thoughts are on this. So, anyways, guys, my name's Fisher22. Peace.